Trisha and Landon Regali coming at you on the phase of the upcoming super blue moon at the time of this recording. It is Sunday Sunday August 18th 2024. So in my end of the world, you know, the PSYOP assignments, they're ratcheting up. You know what's so funny is that for all of you gang stalkers, all of you backstabbing Team Judas ass traitors and betrayers, you psycho PSYOP clowns, you cute little bastards you are, you can only pretend with this national PSYOP here that gang stalking doesn't exist, with everyone participating in it, pretending they don't know what's going on with the was gang stalking. Because whenever the truth hits the media and the PSYOP contestants there reach the media, you can't hide from it, you can't run from it anymore. So I'm all like, you guys are really running your dick into the ground pretty hard, aren't you? So I see my role here twofold. One is that for those PSYOPing me, I know I got PSYOP. I've called it out before. This house right over there, that's a gang stalker house. And then this house over here, it's a gang stalker house also. I've called it out like a while before. And ironically, I know that my phone is broadcasted. You all watch me. Some of you actually answer me in real time out there. I mean, what? You're supposed to be trying to intimidate me with your PSYOP assignments? Bitch, all you do is entertain me. So, to the targets out there, perceived targets, to your perceived gang stalk victims, you know, this is another way how you take the power back, is don't let your light intertwine with their darkness. Just cast it down and move on, because that's all they have, is all of these fool ass illusions, you know. So if they can't punk you, what measure of control do they really have? I mean, I know that some of these businesses roll over the real estate to blacklist others, and but the funny thing is that if the business has acquiesced to that, they will go out of business. They're slated to go out of business because they had participated in all of that. It's karma. But yeah, I'm like, I got this new art. I've been working on some of this graffiti art, and I tape it to the mirror in the bedroom that I'm at, and I love the graffiti art, because, you know, I'm going to be prefacing it with the titles of my videos at times, but basically it's about the mirror. You know, symbolically, the mirror is what's reflected back at you. And a lot of reason why people don't like me is that, number one, I hone in on ripping off a mask without even trying. I mean, it's like, I can do it nonchalantly in a verbal conversation, as respectful as I can. But they still always take offense to it, one way or the other. And they hate me for that. I just don't see, I mean, it's like my time is precious to me. And if I'm interfacing with somebody, you're wasting my time and yours if you're trying to punk me in one way or another, either purposefully or maybe that's just the way that you roll. But I don't have my time to waste. I'm real. And a lot of people don't like my real, and that's cool, whatever. But I don't have time to waste with fake ass bitches, you know? So I think there's another reason why Jeff Weed and Chewystick 3-Star didn't like me, but whatever. They were Satanists that were hired to punk me from the beginning. But the mirror is all of that shit that you see in somebody else that you don't like is the same shit that's in you. So I'm not very popular with people because I don't have time to placate. Unless you're putting a roof over my head, I don't have time to placate you. You know, and so I see all of these miscreants as my assignment, because I may be the only soul standing between them and their compromise of salvation. Because when you're in Rome, Rome's not going to try to minister to you about how awful the activities of Rome are. You know, your gang stalking, that's bullshit. Your psychological acts of betrayal, your psychological acts of psyop traitorship, and all of that, that's being a bully. You all are training children how to be bullies. Where is the regard in that? Oh, in Rome. Rome loves it when you indoctrinate your children into becoming bullies. What you're doing is destroying that child's future, immediate future, and the future of generations, which makes you a parasite. So when I'm surrounded by parasites, if you're putting a roof over my head, offer me a place to stay, I'm going to love you to pieces. And I'm going to try to minister to you, because I may be the last voice of reason. Because if your family is of the same decrepit, parasitic mindset, who's going to school you? What if your best friend of 20 years is part of the goddamn government grubbing, dick sucking, donkey fed, Nazi-ass death cult, Nazi-ass sex cult? Are they going to train you to help you to leave the gang stalking circuit? I doubt it. So yes, I'm going to love you to pieces and pray for you and stand in the gaps, because when I'm flittered away by the Most High, the hammer comes down. And that's just the way that it is. So if things are looking up for you with, you know, I'm like elsewhere, like with other earth angels and stuff, that's just because the Most High is offering you grace to get right with yourself, hit reset. But I may be the last voice of reason for a lot of people that stand between their salvation and any repentance. So I take that shit seriously. And all of the crabs in the barrel bucket psyop assignments, that's a reflection on you, not me. You're not going to crack my egg. It's already been cracked by the Most High. And I've already been put back together. I've said that before. So all you do is just dig a deeper grave for yourself. I don't want that for you. I want you to heal. I want you to prosper. I want you to come into an alignment with divinity. But if you're happy playing the sucker fool to Satan and all of his psycho clowns around you, that's your fool-ass choice. And I support you in that. But if you have guardianship over children and you're teaching them to be a parasite, how is that going to make America strong again? How is that going to make America great again? Those aren't just semantic, feel-good, warm, fuzzy feelings. You need a roadmap. You need direction. And if you don't have it, you can say, let's make America great again all the live long day. And all you're doing is participating in a metaphorical circle jerk, which means you're just saying things to placate yourself when there's no substance or substrate to it. So, give up the sauce already. I mean, if you want to keep the line going for all the Kool-Aid, you're breeding parasites, my loves. And if you want to run your dick into the ground, all you're doing is giving more delight to the Truman Show. Because when you have a household filled with cameras, because you've taken on being the Auschwitz 2.0 death marauder with all the PSYOP assignments, they're Truman showing you too. You realize that, don't you? And then there comes, it's like the algorithm here is that the punk, the targets for so long, and when they realize that they can't break them, they divert their attention to all the traitors, and they try to break you all. And then so the show takes a different turn when you become the butt of it. When I say you, the traitors, I can see it. Sometimes Willy Wonka lets me know through your PSYOP assignments, when he does that, we're both laughing at you. Because, let's face it, the PSYOP assignments, when you think you can still break my egg and you can't, that becomes laughable. Because all I see is a little piggy kicking up the mud in hyperdrive, metabolic hyperdrive, going nowhere until you crack your own egg and piss out the rest of what fuel you have left for your engine. Because when you're surrounded by traitors, they will turn on you too. This is one of the most realist talks any one of you gang-stalking, government-grubbing, sardonic, two-faced, backstabbing Team Judas, Team Brutus motherfuckers that you all are. My hope for you is to rise up, to hit reset, get right with yourselves. So go ahead, run your dick into the ground. All you do is embarrass yourselves while you all look down on me. That's an illusion. Because the truth, the true righteous, we don't give two shits what you think of us. Look down on us all you want. But the esoteric reality of it is a different story. Because when an earth angel shows up in your life, they're either a lesson or prosperity. Because we bring the instant karma. We are the walking karma. Just because you don't see it now doesn't mean you're not going to. But the real question here is, which ones are the earth angels? Some of us don't even know. I didn't until maybe a year or so ago. And the funny thing is, I don't care if anyone believes it or not. I don't need validation from any motherfucker. I serve the Most High. I'm about my Father's work. And so if he put me in the crosshairs of a goddamn government grubber, Satan dick sucker, well then that's my fucking assignment, I suppose. And I will rise to the occasion, even though I might find it rancid. But apparently, this is what we sign up to do, is to help level up humanity. But at the same time, we end up taking a fucking beating for it, because you guys are ruthless. But, you know, when we evolve, that shit becomes easy to slough off. Because y'all done it so many times, we don't fucking care anymore. So, all of the targets out there, stand your ground. Look past it. Because, you know, whenever I see all of this dick sucking going on through the PSYOP assignments, I'm looking at the leverage that the fulcrum is tipped in the negative land for all the gang stalkers. And that when I look to God for all of that, I remind myself to keep my energetic, emotional plate clean. That brings a smile to my face. Because I know that leveraging karma is not me, it's not for me. Then I know that everybody will have to learn with the same energetic match that came out somebody sideways with. You know? So if you put a roof over my head, I'm going to love you to pieces right where you are. But as it is, these assholes back here, they ain't putting no roof over my head. But I see the children in their households, and I know they're being abused because they're being taught how to be the grubworm of goddamn government grubbing bullshit. At any rate, let's make it a good super full moon. I came outside to practice my poi out here. Get my exercise in, but it's raining. I am enjoying the rolling thunder. And I can't wait to see what God does next. So, much love to everybody, including the gang stalkers. Because if the righteous didn't love you, we know you don't love yourself. So who would? If you loved yourself, you wouldn't be feeding curses right into your veins through flipping psychotic blood coin.